WCJP TV 20's Morning Edition.
Well, tax season is upon us, and for many people that means trusting someone else to handle your finances. TV 20 Shana Kalafi is live in studio to tell us more about some of the common mistakes people make when choosing a financial advisor.
Good morning, Haley. Yeah, we're back with James D. Virgilio. Thank you for coming back with us. So you were telling us earlier that the main difference that you should look for when you're choosing a financial advisor is whether or not they're a fiduciary. So tell me a little bit more about that process.
Well, being a fiduciary means that you must do what is best for your client or what's in their best interest at all times. So there's never a time where my firm can do something that's not in your best interest, which should allow for a better result for you. The problem, like we mentioned last segment, was that less than 15% of financial advisors and firms are fiduciaries, which leads to a lot of conflicts of interest between you and your advisor, which ultimately means you may not be getting the best result for your wealth management.
So what are the consequences of choosing the wrong financial advisor?
Well, typically it results in a lack of trust. And in relationships, it's very important to have full transparency and full trust. If you think that your advisor is possibly doing something in their own interest and not yours, it's very difficult to believe that the advice they're giving you is going to result in what's best for you. And that just creates a sort of a lifetime of thinking my financial advisor may not be doing what's best for me.
So what are some other questions that you should ask when you're vetting somebody to see if you should choose to go with them?
It's really important to ask the advisor if they're a fiduciary all the time. Sometimes advisors will be a fiduciary in financial planning, but not in investing, and it can be very, very confusing. Sometimes advisors will say they're fiduciaries when they, in fact, are not. Unfortunately, there is no standard that defines what a fiduciary is versus one advisor or another, like there would be if you're a doctor, an attorney, or a CPA. So you really have to say, are you a fiduciary at all times?
Okay, so if you want to protect your money, it's definitely important to ask these questions and make sure that you look around, right? There's a lot of options out there, so you want to make sure that you choose the right one. Thank you for coming on with us, James.
Thank you for having me.
So I'll send it back to you, Haley.